So, we've all just assumed that Paige Bueckers is going to the Dallas Wings. But we might have just jumped the gun on a lot of things. Well, yes, if you are asking me for a percentage chance that Paige Bueckers ends up with the Dallas Wings, the percentage likelihood of her going to the Wings is still 80 plus. I mean, like, it's still 80 plus. And you could even argue maybe 80 plus is being a little bit conservative with it, but it's about 80%. I will say, though, it's not 100%. And we're seeing more and more reports where it's like not guaranteed. Because take a look at this. Sources around the league have indicated the Sparks, who got the number 2 pick in the draft, would have been Bueckers' preferred option. Like the Wings, the Sparks also currently don't have a coach, but Los Angeles is a gigantic market, which is obviously the truth. LA is LA, and I think a lot of people thought it was a given that the league were going to rig the draft or something and send her to LA. Obviously, that not being the case, people were a little bit surprised, but look, it is what it is. And then you've also got this right here, and it says here, the question is whether Bueckers, who has said this will be her last season at UConn, even though she has another year of eligibility left, might change her mind. And that is something that we haven't talked about. And you're seeing it more and more now, that it's like a lot of people are saying she might just stay. Again, do I think it is any sort of reality that Paige Bueckers stays in Unrivaled? Stays in Unrivaled, sorry, stays in the college? No. And I think a big reason for that is I think she's already half committed to Unrivaled in 2025. That is basically the reason why I think it's unlikely to happen. But there's no guarantee. And with the way Unrivaled is, maybe they could say, look, come back in 2026. I don't think she does it, though. But the logic of Paige saying that she's coming back, she's going back to UConn, I think she's going to wait till quite a while. Like, Caitlin Clark, after she broke the all-time scoring record, when everyone was chanting one more year, she said she wasn't coming back. That was February. That was February when she said she was done. She was not coming back. She was going to the WNBA. She was not coming back for her 5th year when she could have come back for her 5th year. But I think the likelihood is that Paige does not fully announce for a while. And then you just never know what's going to happen with the Wings. You never know what's going to happen. Because the reality of the situation is, if she thinks that next year, the Wings aren't going to be in the Paige sweepstakes next year, and one, the Wings probably won't tank if they know Paige doesn't want to be there, for one, if Paige does go back. And two, you've now got a situation where, in 2026, is she a bigger star at UConn, or is she a bigger star for the Dallas Wings? Possibly for UConn. She might make more money in NIL, in college, than she would from those same things in the W. And it allows her to spend the entire summer doing like promo work, doing all that work, and playing for more time. Like, she's already got that signature shoe, well, not signature shoe, like her custom shoe from Nike. She's already got a bunch of the things. So it's like, when it comes to Paige Bueckers, it's like she could well just say, I'm going to make more money at UConn. And then next year, she might say, okay, it's almost certainly going to be one of the Valkyries, the Sparks, or the Mystics. And I'm happier either going to the Capitol, going to the Bay Area, or going to LA. I'm happy with going to one of those markets. And it's a possibility. What are the odds of that happening? 20%. And I still think 20% is a high chance of her going back. I still think I might be overshooting it. But the fact that we're now seeing like articles on ESPN, we're seeing ESPN's mock draft talk about it. Like, obviously, they still have Paige Bueckers going number 1. The ESPN mock draft is a really weird one. I'm pretty sure it has like Aisha Sivka not going. It has Lauren Betts going the first round. She has said nothing about coming out early. It has Sedona Prince, who's about 30. I'm joking with the age, but not really by that much. Going 6th. Like, I get it, she's balling out, but like, she's 20. She'll be 25 as a rookie. Like, she's literally a 25-year-old beating up on 18-year-olds. Like, she is literally what Swoop said Caitlin Clark was. Like, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, if Sedona Prince is there, like, what are we doing? The Fever getting Nisa Morrow. Sedona Prince going 6th is mental. Absolutely mental. Sonia Citron going 12. Janiyah Barker going 11. That's not going to happen if Janiyah Barker does come out. Again, she is a junior. But yeah, it is an interesting one. There is also no way that the Chicago Sky pass on Sonia Citron at 10 if they take maybe they will if they take AZ Fudd 3rd. What? To be fair, I don't know how serious to take this mock draft. It is AZ Fudd going in 3rd. Like, she's barely played a game. But you never know. If AZ Fudd doesn't end up getting back properly, if she doesn't end up being fully healthy for this team, maybe Paige just says, you know what? Let's play together one more year. You know what? AZ Fudd and Paige Bueckers playing together at UConn for a year, that could be a big deal. That could be a real big deal. They might make more money than if we go to Dallas. Or than if I go to Dallas and you go somewhere. Maybe she falls to Dallas in the 2nd round, AZ Fudd. That's more likely than AZ Fudd going 3rd. But, yeah, it's like, it is a funny one because the way the Dallas team is, I don't know how good they're going to be with or without her. I think they could be very good with her. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? It's like, I don't know how great a fit it's going to be. It all just depends on Enrique. It really does. Because I do really like Paige Bueckers. I really like Paige Bueckers' fit with Satu. I really like JC Sheldon as a player. I really like Maddie Seacrest as a player. Like, I like this Wings team. The problem is, like, I don't know how high I am on Tiara McCowan at center. I think she'd be a really good backup center, but, like, if you have Tiara McCowan, I would bring back, you have her rights, I'd bring back Kuier as your backup center, because when you had Tiara McCowan and Kalani Brown, you'd never had athleticism at the center position. Like, if I was them, I would start Satu at the 5. But that's just me, if I was the new Wings coach. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. That is just an interesting out situation that there's no guarantee Paige Bueckers. Look, I think it's not that it's as good as a guarantee. It's extremely likely. It is extremely likely that Paige Bueckers goes to WNBA and plays for the Dallas Wings. Like, that is an 80% chance, and I think 80% might be being conservative with that. But it's not a 100% guarantee. If LA were going number 1, it'd be a guarantee. But you know what? Maybe she just goes, I don't want to play with Enrique, or I don't want to play point guard. That might be a thing, because she'll almost be forced to play point guard. Although, for me, you never know. The Wings might start JC at the 1 and play her kind of at the 3. But again, she's very small for a 3. Either way, it does make things interesting. Look, almost certainly she's going to the W, but man, like, you're seeing more and more whispers about her maybe going back for a 6th year, and if that happens, it would be nuts. It would break the internet. And yeah, see you guys.